Hi everyone, today I'm going to be making pasta e fagioli soup. This is another great Italian soup that I grew up with. It's considered a peasant soup because it's just got some simple ingredients, but boy is it healthy for you. I'm making it with chickpeas and some little ditalini pasta. You have to have a small soup pasta to make any of these soups. You can also use white cannellini beans, and that's what they do sometimes up in the northern part of Italy. And they also add pancetta to it. They saute that in the beginning with the vegetable. We didn't grow up with that, but I've had it in northern Italy and it's really delicious. And they even sometimes puree part of the soup to make it really creamy. Today I'm going to be making it with a vegetarian stock, but I grew up eating it with chicken stock and I still make it that way, and it's great both ways. Please enjoy the video, enjoy the soup. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe to my channel yet, please do. You'll also see the ingredients listed below in the recipe box. And if you want the full recipe, go to My Italian Kitchen by Chef Diane Mantica on Facebook. Have a great day and ciao. Peel 2 large carrots. Trim the ends and cut the carrot into 1/4-inch pieces. You really need them small for your soup. Now do the same with the celery. Make sure the size is just about the size of your carrot. Keep it pretty consistent. I like to trim both sides of the onion off first. That cleans it up so you make sure there's no bacteria in it. Then you want to peel it. Chop your onion really small. I like to go back and forth cutting like a crossword puzzle. That really refines it. You can smash your garlic or you can hand peel it, whatever works for you. I'm using 3 large cloves. I use extra virgin olive oil in almost all of my Italian cooking. It has a really beautiful, rich flavor that adds to the recipe. Test out how hot your oil is by throwing a little piece of onion in first. Once it starts sizzling, you can add all the rest. Stir your ingredients, but then leave it alone. A lot of people keep stirring and it doesn't let the food cook. Dry oregano is what you'd want to use. That's more from the southern part of Italy, but if you prefer basil, you can use that too. Adding the dry oregano at this point really helps the oregano bloom in the oil and all the vegetables. It's really important for the flavor. I like to add my garlic just a little bit later in the cooking so it doesn't burn. Make sure your onions are really soft and light golden before you add your broth. Once you add your broth, it's a little bit too late, and you want to build that beautiful flavor. I always like to use a really good quality crushed tomato. It really makes a difference in the flavor. There are many different little soup pastas out there and they all work well. Just don't use a regular sized pasta in your soup. It'll be just way too large. Sure to keep the soup boiling all the time. Anytime you make anything with pasta in it, never turn the heat down. It really needs to boil so it can cook properly. Make sure to scrape the bottom of the pot during those first few minutes after you add your soup pasta. They do tend to stick to the bottom. I'm just checking out my pasta right now to make sure that it's not too soft. You really want to taste some. And then when it's al dente, you can add your chickpeas because you're going to cook it for a few more minutes. I drained and rinsed my chickpeas before I added them. Do the same if you use the white cannellini beans. Give the pasta a final taste and make sure that it's just right for someone to eat. Make sure it's not too hard. After you finish cooking your food, make sure you taste it and then season with salt and pepper. It usually needs a little bit of both. This is going to be one of your new favorite Italian soups. It's so hearty, so delicious, and so flavorful. This is optional, but there's nothing better than a little drizzle of extra virgin olive oil on top of your Italian soup, and also a good grating of Reggiano Parmesan cheese or a pecorino.